Hi, I'm Audra Draska, Chair of APC Media's Executive Editorial Board, the team behind Power Systems Technology, Transformer Technology, and Women in Power Systems. Last year, we launched our Power Players program to spotlight companies driving real innovation in the energy transition. At DTECH 2026, we continue the program by recognizing another group of organizations developing technologies and solutions shaping the future of the grid. As part of this program, we invited solution providers exhibiting at DTECH to share what they're bringing to the industry, and we were inspired by the many submissions received. After careful review, we're proud to announce the DTECH 2026 Power Players. Next Gen Vision, Loc AI. Impact in Action, 4M. Each of these companies will be featured in our post-event coverage, including interviews, editorial features, and more.
So, you here are the winners of the Next Gen Vision selection and prize. Really excited here at DTECH 2026. Loc AI, and I've got here Lucas Frazier and Dominic Mayer. What product are we talking about here?
So yesterday we just announced the Q-Pole product as part of our Loc solution. Okay, and it's a product that allows utilities and engineering firms to automatically model what are distribution pole assets and other assets from the back of the data that's captured with the Loc QCAN. And that's allowing them to very efficiently use our AI solution to be able to track all the components and features on those assets so they bring back into their GIS databases and whole load analysis software tools.
It sounds like a fantastic tool to solve a lot of our infrastructure challenges. Lucas, how does this work?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, I think anytime we can introduce some automation into an industry, that's what we get excited about, right? And it's very simple. It's a very straightforward workflow. The technology is very easy to use. We're fully camera-based with integrated GPS. So you turn it on, you walk around distribution assets. It takes around 2 minutes per pole. Very fast. You're getting a very high-resolution, georeferenced 3D model and a ton of images of it that can then get automatically processed. So within 24 hours, you have fully georeferenced data set, and then we are integrating with a bunch of very common industry platforms. So I guess, Spotted Calc and OCalc Pro, these tools, PLS CAD that people are using for pole loading analysis. You bring in all of your component and attribution information. We're automatically detecting details, geometry about the pole. So circumference, lean, all of that stuff that just takes a lot of manual clicks and time to do. Right. We're automating that. We're freeing up the technician, like the technical experts, to spend more time just on the quality control, finalization of the model, and getting it down into the platforms that they need to really quickly and efficiently.
And it sounds like that's why your product stands out, right? I mean, it sounds like you're building a platform that connects well or plays well with the industry. I hear that complaint a lot with utilities, that got this great technology, great platform, but it's a standalone and it's disconnected from, and it's hard to get the information in and out. So sounds like you've got that solved. What else makes your product stand out in the industry? There's so many people who say, hey, I've got AI, you've got Loc AI, you've got this really cool camera, you got this platform. What's your vision and what are you hearing from the industry, how it stands out?
Yeah, so if you're heard in the industry AI on distribution poles, you've probably heard about a camera being mounted on a car and seeing a pole and detecting a bounding box around that pole and maybe a transformer or an insulator around that, right? And that's enough to get you a high level of information, hey, there's an asset here. Mm-hmm. But the reality is that the US, North America, and the rest of the world have a really big challenge in going into the details that cost these utilities a lot of money. Is it a line getting too close to vegetation, creating a wildfire, right? Is it a pole being under too much tension because a comms utility attached to that joint use pole and therefore creating a structural issue? And to answer those really hard and expensive problems, you need technology that is Loc, pretty much, that allows you to actually root diagnose a problem and resolve it, right? And that's really positioned Loc to be the only solution on the market that gives you the granularity, yet still the speed and scale for whole utilities to model their distribution networks and very quickly identify issues that are current or issues that will be a problem in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, right? And that's where we really see the needle shifting, is not just detecting objects, but actually understanding what does this mean to operational intelligence across the future like this.
What a great application for AI and this camera technology and the stitching together of all that data so it's useful to the industry. How's your DTECH experience been?
DTECH has been absolutely tremendous. I mean, we have partners here that come up to us and say, hey, we want to integrate solution software. We've got folks that want to use our technology to capture data. And we have utilities that are wrapping their heads around how AI is shaping their everyday lives, operations, and saving them money. Because at the end of the day, we're all here together working as an industry to make power available, power resilient, reliable, and safe, right? So that's our real goal, and DTECH is the place to be for that.
Great. Well, Dominic and Lucas, thanks for this great introduction to this product, and congratulations on the award.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Very nice to meet you.
I've got Joe Everly here, President and Chief Growth Officer of 4M. Congratulations on the Impact and Action Award, Joe. And tell us a little bit about 4M and the technology you have here.
Well, sure. Well, Ben, thanks for the opportunity to talk with you a little bit, and certainly the award. We appreciate that very much. A little bit of background on 4M. So 4M has this sort of audacious goal to be the first company to map the above and below ground utilities for all sectors across the entire United States.
That is ambitious.
Yeah, it's a very ambitious goal. To date, we have 24 states that we have completely mapped, that users are accessing the data today in engineering, in utility owners. We also do a lot of work in the transportation space, so we work with public agencies and public owners as well. Company is really growing, and we're having a really interesting impact with the technology and making this data available with a push of a button.
Wow. So how does that work?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things that go into it. If I take a step back, the first thing that we do is we collect and digitize and sort of geolocate millions and millions of public records on our map and in our platform, which opens up the ability for us to deliver that data instantly with that push of a button. The next thing we do is increase the confidence level in that data by using imagery science and imagery data techniques that we've developed, proprietary, and that enhances and enriches the data with imagery that allows us to say with a high degree of confidence, we found this line, and here's the visual evidence to prove it, and now we can correlate visually what we see with what we've identified in the records.
So if I may ask, who are your customers in types? Are they EPCs? Are they utilities? Who are your customers that are using this?
So the application of the data, quite frankly, is really broad. We're focusing today in the utility owner space, working with gas and energy providers. Lots of the big names out there are using our platform as a part of their engineering process or their damage prevention process. So right now we're focusing on those two areas. One is that public sector clients and the engineering space, and the other is on the utility owner space, specifically gas and electric.
And one last general question about the product. What makes it unique and stand out? There are so many people saying, I've got AI, I've got data. I know of some large EPCs that are using your technology as a first pass, even before they start any projects. So, but why are they selecting 4M?
Yeah, there's some, I guess in the industry, right? A lot of the work that's done today is about high degrees or precision and accuracy of, let's say, GIS mapping or utility mapping. One of the things that we uncovered is the need for high quality, maintained, updated record sets or access to information at scale. So the scale part of it is one of the things that sets us apart in the industry, and that is the ability to produce data maps, thousands or hundreds or even thousands per day.
Oh, wow.
In many cases, right? So the ability to deliver that data at scale is kind of what sets us apart.
Okay, great. Well, here we are at DTECH 2026. How's it been for you?
Yeah, for us, DTECH is critically important, especially now. It gives us the opportunity to meet with a lot of the folks in the energy space and the transmission space that we want to be in front of. And DTECH specifically brings them all here. We got to be here. If they're here, I want to talk to them, and here's DTECH is the place to do that.
Great. Well, again, Joe, congratulations on the award.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone who participated and shared your stories. It truly takes an ecosystem to power this industry, and we're honored to help spotlight the people and solutions leading the way. Stay tuned for more, and we look forward to seeing you in our next Power Players Innovation Program.